Graduation, a celebration.
Davis is Andre Kirby.
Even more so when you're the first male in your family to graduate from high school.
Hard work pays off, and this moment, it's feeling pretty good right now.
Many call what Greenville High's Davis Kirby has accomplished a miracle.
They can make a movie out of it, and people would say, yeah, that's not true. There's a lot of fiction involved.
When Davis was in third grade, he started coming here to the Frazee Center in Greenville.
What is the new number when we round it to the nearest 10?
An after-school program working with children in poverty run by Matt and Jenny Reeves.
Immediately, we see that Davis is just unbelievably talented academically. He just gets everything he reads. Davis, the game is moss. Get it. Oh, nice.
And they quickly learned of his more than just humble beginnings. Davis was born in a Columbia prison where his mother was incarcerated.
I look back and I'm like, wow, it's hard to go without your real parents, and I did it for the majority of the younger parts of my life.
His father has never been in his life, so it was his grandparents, 27 years removed from having their fourth child, who picked Davis up from prison when he was 2 days old.
He wasn't even named. There's a lot I had to learn that I had forgotten.
Frankie and Garfield Jenkins have been a steady influence in his life.
Yeah, I couldn't miss that.
Who by chance just happened to live near the Frazee Center. Davis was actually one of the first students to come to Frazee in 2006, and he also hung around during his middle school years. But in 8th grade, a major loss, a very close relative, a mentor, sent to prison for conspiracy to distribute cocaine.
Probably one of the darker moments of my life, because this is someone who was a role model for me up to that point, and then when someone's taken away from you, abruptly, it's hard to deal with that.
Show them their shot.
Jay Rajay is the drug enforcement agent who put that close relative away and honored his request to check up on Davis.
Woo! I said, I'll check up on him from time to time. And he said, I'd appreciate that. I would if you'd look in on him.
So Rajay did. And for obvious reasons, it was awkward at first. Then, things clicked.
He's been a friend. He's been a mentor to me. We work out together. He beats me in basketball. We go out to eat.
You should be working on your homework.
Then another major leg up for Davis. A Furman student, Brittany Waldrip, began interning at the Frazee Center, recognized Davis's vast potential, and helped get him an interview with the Furman program Bridges to a Brighter Future, for students whose potential outdistances their circumstances. Davis was chosen.
I started freaking out and screaming.
Davis says the program changed every aspect of his life.
Not really a shy person anymore. I probably talk too much now.
And with his confidence soaring, he sent applications to some of the most revered universities in the nation.
He called me and he said, Stanford denied me. And then he said, Duke said no. Georgetown passed.
Then came North Carolina Chapel Hill, the answer yes to UNC on an academic scholarship.
Words can't describe my feelings for going into my freshman year of college.
And there's more to celebrate. His close relative and mother are both out of prison and both have jobs.
And I'm proud. I'm proud for him. I'm proud to see him go to college. He broke the cycle. He broke it. Davis has been the one who's made decision after decision after decision that are right.
Davis Kirby plans to pursue either a political science or computer science degree.